Awesome. And then Danielle, if you don't mind, I'll do like a quick little intro
Yeah, sure.
and then I'll give you the floor.
Awesome.
Awesome. So, hey everyone. Today we're speaking with Danielle from Yotpo to discuss the latest product updates. For those of you that aren't super familiar with Yotpo, they are a retention marketing platform that offers features like review management, rewards and loyalty, SMS marketing, and much more. Before I hand it off to Danielle to explain further, I would just like to remind everyone that we are recording the session and we'll send everyone a follow-up email with the recording later this afternoon. We also want to keep it educational and relevant. So if any questions pop up, don't be afraid to turn your mic on and chime in. We'll also have a little Q&A session at the end if there are any other questions. And then finally, make sure to mute yourselves when you're not asking questions just to prevent any distractions. So that's all I have. I will hand it off to you, Danielle.
Cool. Thanks, Cass. Nice to meet everyone or see you again. If I've done some demos in the past, I know from future or past, partner managers that have worked with Smart Sites. I've done some SMS demos when we first acquired SMS Bump. So I might have met some of you before. I won't do any icebreakers, but I will say this. I noticed and I started laughing, Cass, when you were doing your nice little intro. My Halloween costume is hanging up behind me. I'm going to be a black raspberry chip ice cream cone on Saturday night as a 36-year-old adult. So I just had to call it out if anybody was staring at this. This is my cone hat. So if anybody is dressing up for Halloween and wants to, in the chat, put what they're going to be, there might be some extra little incentives in your Lunch and Learn gift cards that will go out after this call. So just to kick that off, I shared. If anybody else wants to share, there's your icebreaker. But without further ado, I will share my screen and go back into work mode. Make sure. Sorry, I'm so used to Zoom. Just bear with me. Cool. Everybody can see my screen. Awesome. That is fantastic, Cass. RIP. All right. So why choose Yotpo, Cass? You kind of did a perfect little elevator pitch already for me. Yotpo is a retention marketing platform. What I want to do today is, okay, now I have to not look at the chat because I keep reading these and I want to laugh. What I want to do today is give obviously a quick elevator pitch of why Yotpo matters and why it's important for your customers. I want to talk about the products we have and not just what we have, but why we acquired kind of the different products that we did to have the platform we have. I promise I won't slowly walk you through each of our products and bore the heck out of you guys today. I'd rather take you through how our products play together from a very high level and then take you into kind of some of the new product features that we've rolled out. Usually we roll out twice a year our new vision decks that are about 50 slides per product. Again, boring. I mean, exciting, but just a lot of information. I'm going to show you probably 10 slides on my favorite features across the entire product suite to keep this as exciting and, not too much information thrown at you all at once. So kick things off. What the heck does Yotpo do? We are a full service retention marketing platform. Most of you probably know us either more on the SMS and email side or on the review side. That's what we started at about 12 years ago. We'll get into the history here, but we also have visual UGC, loyalty, referrals, SMS, email, and subscriptions. And what really makes us unique is not only the data that is shared between those products and the synergies that come out of it, but I think it really comes from that we allow your clients to then have that consolidated tech stack, have all of those services under one roof, one contract, save us crap ton of money by having it all in one place, making it easier for your brands to save money, use your amazing services to manage all of this on the email and SMS side, especially increase their ROI, and have that all powered by zero and first-party data, which I think is extremely important, especially this day and age with privacy concerns being so top of mind for a lot of brands. This is what I like to call the Yotpo the Yotpo light bulb slide. Hopefully, when you're talking to clients, they bring up any of the pain points you see listed, that Yotpo light bulb goes off and you say, hey, I have a great tech partner that can help solve for these things. Whether it's low site traffic, low conversion rate, or especially when it comes to some of these further down bullet points when it comes to customer retention, not being able to bring customers back, no brand loyalty, no actionable feedback, not really understanding why we're not getting customers to come back. When it really comes to customer retention, that's where, again, hopefully that, Yotpo is going to really be able to help solve for this. Light bulb goes off. And this slide, hopefully, again, we're going to really bring these different data points to life throughout the slides today. But when we think about what results are we actually going to see driven for your clients, whether it's being able to collect more content with our reviews, increasing that likelihood to purchase by up to 137%, whether it's increasing customer lifetime value with loyalty, or when we look at more of our usage-based products, so subscriptions, SMS, email, seeing that increase in customer retention ROI. These are all things that make for great sound bites when you're talking to customers, but we'll also really dive into how we're able to achieve these, again, in the slides today. So before we jump into where we're going as a company in the future, it's important to take a step back and kind of understand why and how we got here. First thing to think of is just a little scene setting. Obviously, some e-commerce challenges that we all know that the market is facing. Brands are spending more, they're gaining less, all the things you've probably heard, all the buzzwords from different tech partners. Google, Apple, Meta, cost to advertise are skyrocketing. This kind of growth at all cost mindset's just like no longer sustainable. So in addition to customer acquisition costs going up, we know that COVID's disrupted the supply chain. Going into a recession, the attitude towards shopping is just completely shifted. And to top it all off, because of COVID and all of these brands advertising online, there are millions of brands that are competing for your customers' attention. So through all of this, not only does Yotpo really just sympathize and empathize with what brands need to succeed, we really empathize with what our agency partners need as leaders to succeed in this space. Whether that's a better balance between cost, spend, and revenue generated. You're using multiple solutions for your clients. They're either expensive. We know clients are really trying to cut costs, consolidate costs. Things are time consuming to implement. They're clunky. You need to make sure that each engagement that you're implementing for your brands are moving the needle and they're saving time and money for you while also streamlining your day-to-day tasks. Brands are looking for sustainable ways to grow. And, we know that you need partners that are going to be able to help scale over time. The one thing that Yotpo has really always been passionate about is helping e-commerce brands grow and succeed. So I'm going to take you through the Yotpo timeline in about a minute. So we'll try to do this quick and get into the meat and potatoes here. Break this into 3 acts. Act 1, reviews-based company, right? So started 12 years ago. We were actually the very first Shopify app. Looking all the way from then until now, we are now the #1 ranked Shopify reviews app in the Shopify App Store. So crazy to think that we were the first app to now the #1 reviews app in all of the apps that exist out there in the ecosystem. We've collected over 220 million reviews across all the brands using our tool, which is to date over 35,000 brands using both our reviews and visual UGC tool. So about 5 years after we launched reviews, we realized that building trust between brands and consumers was really only the first step to building a brand that lasts. And while most brands were using multi-point solutions, we put a ton of effort into building integrations between reviews products and other apps, much like loyalty apps in the market. But we knew that we wanted to get more integration data than we could from just these third-party integrations, which is why we acquired a company called Swell, which was our loyalty program. So that's when kind of our Act 2 began in 2018, and we became a multi-product company. So we made this huge investment to build a platform that was really going to be powered by connected data layer, enabling brands to build experiences to keep bringing those customers back and back. So our first kind of foray into that customer retention play was this acquisition of Swell in 2018. To date, we've launched over 25,000 loyalty programs, which has led to a quadruple increase in customer lifetime value for those brands. Fast forward another 4 years, we realized that to build a great loyalty program, brands needed to be implementing it as part of a much more full marketing strategy. So really a tool alongside the rest, all in one platform. And really the most important thing for loyalty is how you communicate and engage with loyal customers. So that led us to acquire SMS Bump in 2020. So we had this vessel now to take all this amazing loyalty data and properly communicate it at the right moment, in the right time in that buying journey to customers. So since we acquired SMS Bump and launched our SMS tool, we've sent over 4 billion SMS text messages, and we've driven $5 billion in revenue in SMS alone. Cool. So then fast forward just until last year, we knew that if we really wanted customers to buy again and again and again from brands, we had to continue to innovate and expand our offering. So that's why we built 2 more tools to round out our full platform. These were built natively to the platform in-house. First was Yotpo subscriptions. We now have over 1,000 brands using our subscriptions tool. We've launched over 150,000 subscriptions to date. And then obviously email and SMS, we knew the power of having that under one roof. We have over 2,500 brands using our email solution. We've sent over 500 million emails to date. And obviously, or I think this slide's from May, so it's probably doubled since then, since this deck came out. So really excited that we finally have email and SMS together. The orchestration there, as you all know, especially is extremely important to agencies, especially managing SMS and email. Having that under one roof is going to be extremely important just from day-to-day management perspective. Cool. Any questions so far? I think we're still all Halloween costume stuff. Cool. So really bringing us into the platform we are today. Platform that grows with you. Honestly, no matter the vertical, no matter the size, we can help brands that are VSB, SMB, all the way up to mid-market enterprise. The one thing I will say when it comes to platform, we are platform agnostic when it comes to our reviews and loyalty solutions. SMS, we can do, I have all of this on documentation I can send out after the call. SMS, Shopify, Magento, and Salesforce. I will say email and subscriptions right now are Shopify only. So when we think full platform, we're definitely going to want to double down on that Shopify approach. All right, so bringing us into Act 3, which is the Yotpo platform. It is our goal for any customer using our full platform to have 50% of sales come from return shoppers. So what I want to do now, like I said, instead of taking you through each product individually and boring the heck out of everybody, I'm going to take you through 3 different buying journeys and really show you how these different products play together for people at different stages within the buying journey, in that buying funnel, across 3 different verticals within the e-commerce space. So the first thing we're going to do is look at Olivia. Olivia just made her first purchase on a fashion apparel website. Our goal is really just going to be to bring her to that second purchase and have her diversify her shopping cart. So when we look at this buying journey here, Olivia's made her first purchase. She's left a positive review, and now she's gotten an email marketing other products we know that she's going to love based on what she's purchased the first time. Our AI recommendation engine is going to give us recommendations that we know Olivia is going to like. What's happened behind the scenes here between the first purchase, the review that she's left, and now this email is she's already starting to gather loyalty points in the program. She made a purchase. She left a review. Maybe she uploaded a photo within this review. All of these points are starting to be gathered in the back end. So now, when we use our AI-powered recommendation engine, that likelihood of her making a purchase from this email is already increased because we know she's going to be interested in one of these products. So we're getting part of our goal here to diversify her cart accomplished. She goes to checkout, and because of these actions she's already taken, she already has loyalty points she's able to use to get $10 off this purchase. So now she's diversified her cart, and we've gotten Olivia to come back to the point of second purchase, all because of the personalization and loyalty points that she's able to use. Last step here, great, yay, Olivia's made a second purchase. We can communicate via SMS or email and remind Olivia that she's now up-tiered into gold. She has 50 points now as a thank you for being a loyal customer. She's in the next tier, and she can check out all of these amazing benefits on this link. This is actually a real customer example. Princess Polly is one of our larger customers using the full suite. And we can see that we've achieved our goal of getting Olivia kind of from that top of funnel one-time buyer into a returning customer. Next buyer is John. John's already a returning customer. He's purchased twice. Our goal for John is to get him to be a frequent customer. So we're going to look at something in the skincare space for John. Our goal here is just to drive that recurring purchase powered by a subscription. So for John, he always used this hair salve, skin salve. Leaves a great review. For us now, we're going to remind him via email that if, he's always purchasing this product, he's purchased it twice. Why doesn't he just set up a subscription for this? Set it and forget it. We'll even give him loyalty points for doing so. So we're going to give him loyalty points to make his life even easier. Communicating all of this via SMS. So, hey, John, never run out of your face cream again. Subscribe today. You get 10% off. You can use the 200 loyalty points you already have to get $10 off. And we'll give you an additional 50 bonus points just to say thank you for signing up for the subscription. So we're able to not only drive this recurring purchase from subscriptions, get him to set this up. It's guaranteed revenue we know we're going to now have coming in from John. And he's able to get loyalty points along the way. So we know he has additional points he's going to hopefully spend on other products in the future, retaining him as a loyal customer for the future. And then lastly, we have Jane. She's already a frequent customer. Her third subscription order is coming up soon. What we want to really go for here as a goal is to mitigate churn and increase average order volume. So what we see typically with subscription orders is one of two things. That customer just stays stagnant in terms of how much money they're bringing in month over month. Set it and forget it subscription. Jane's only going to spend $30 a month. So we want to increase that average order value, but also the other thing that often happens with subscription, they drop off, right? They have too much of the product. They don't use it anymore. They cancel. So we want to prevent that stagnation and also mitigate any churn. So Dime Beauty in this example here, fun story. I presented this slide so many times. I actually ended up buying all of the products you see from Dime Beauty, and now I'm a subscription customer for both products. So the dangers of the industry that we work in. Jane here got an email reminding her that she can get bonus points and loyalty for continuing that subscription. So we can incentivize Jane, hey, your subscription order is coming up. We can manage subscriptions all via SMS. So not only will you get 50 bonus points on your next subscription, you also already have 300 loyalty points that you're able to redeem today. Do you want to redeem those points? She replies directly in her SMS and says yes. So now she can redeem those points completely from a logged out state, mind you, from that SMS message. She comes to the website. She's able to redeem some of her points to try a new product. So what we've done here, keeping our goal in mind, is we've mitigated that churn by giving her loyalty points by keeping the subscription alive. We've also allowed her to redeem some of the points that she already had earned to try a new product. And who knows, maybe this new jelly cleanser is going to be Jane's favorite. She adds that into her upcoming subscription order. So we've increased her average order value and mitigated this churn. So as we can see here, each of these customers really required a different journey tailored to them. This personalization and relevance is really what we see is going to push them to engage and take actions in a way that's going to drive unique business goals forward for the brand's actions and desired outcome. So typically at this point, I usually get asked like, okay, looks cool, sounds great. What results are these experiences actually going to drive? So I've highlighted 3 synergies and these micro experiences that I think are really cool and what results they actually drive. And I'll turn it over for some questions. The first of which, and this is unique to Yotpo, is our click to redeem functionality. So really being able to expedite the path to purchase by pre-populating customer shopping carts with loyalty points already applied. So PSD Underwear, another real Yotpo brand. Let's say John here, he's either been looking at this product, he's left it in his cart, maybe even it was out of stock and he wanted to be notified when it was back in stock. He gets an SMS message, hey John, rewards member, this is back. You have points that you're able to redeem. He clicks on the link, he's taken to checkout, products in his cart. Any discount that he's able to use is automatically applied, whether that's loyalty points or like a 10% off discount. So this click to redeem functionality has actually led to a quadruple increase in loyalty point redemption. Secondly, Fat in the Moon, again, we looked at this example earlier on John, being able to do double point loyalty campaigns. This activates loyalty members with either like double or triple rewards dates, which has doubled loyalty participation. I see this a lot around Black Friday, Cyber Monday, brands doing like double or triple loyalty point days. So imagine getting double or triple the points on Black Friday, Cyber Monday for any purchases they make. And then you have all these extra points within your program that then come the slow season, come January, we can start to remind these customers of all these points they've earned via SMS, so we can make sure that we are sustaining that sales spike even after BFCM in the holiday season. And then lastly, we're seeing a lot of deals and a lot of really great results from that loyalty and subscription synergy. So being able to earn and redeem loyalty points during subscriptions has really paved the way for customers to be twice as likely to return for an upcoming subscription. So this, honestly, I feel like if we're not combining loyalty and subscriptions together for applicable brands, really just missing out on a really great revenue opportunity here. All right. I'll go through our new retention dashboard and then turn this over for questions before I get into the roadmap. Bringing this all together, I mentioned when we started that our new goal is for anybody using the full platform to see 50% of sales from returning customers. So our new retention dashboard is great because not only are we looking at results driven from Yotpo, but this is looking holistically at all Shopify data. So we're able to understand for the e-commerce site as a whole, how many sales are coming from repeat customers, what's our repeat customer rate, and then, excuse me, breaking this down into 3 data cohorts: one-time customers, returning customers, and frequent customers, so we can understand where we really need to drive our efforts in terms of customer retention overall. This will give us recommendations and optimization ideas. As long as a customer is at least using one Yotpo product, they're able to see this dashboard and really understand what needs to be done to move the needle in terms of customer retention. And then at the bottom of this dashboard, we can get a better understanding of where's revenue coming from in terms of whatever Yotpo products they might be utilizing. This was in beta. There's a lot of changes and new data coming out in terms of like more of a CDP and customer timeline approach to this as well. But really excited that we have this new dashboard and a really great new way to understand customer retention from a more holistic point of view, not just within the Yotpo lens. All right, I'll come up for air. Any questions on anything so far? Cool. I see the head nods though, which are appreciated. Awesome. All right. So a quick little segue slide before we get into some of the new features being rolled out. Also keep in mind, we have over 130 integrations within the tech ecosystem. The logos you see here are probably just some of the most common that we get asked about. I was showing Cass yesterday our integrations page. I'll actually probably just bring it up right here. And oh, hey, cats. If you guys ever have a question if we integrate with something, you can come here. I'll actually just pull up our Klaviyo page. What I love about our integrations library, because we have so many products, this will not only give you an overview of our partnership, but it'll also show you how we integrate across each product line and then take you to our oh my gosh, I had too much coffee today, guys. Our installation guide. Klaviyo is a great one because we integrate across each product. So yeah, if you ever have questions on how we integrate, go back to this tab. You can always check out this slide, or you can go to the full integrations library and take a deeper look. I know Cass was saying you guys have a lunch and learn with Triple Whale next week or in the upcoming weeks. We are rolling out our Triple Whale integration, I believe, next quarter as well. So a lot of great things to come. We have a great partnership there as well. All right, cool. Really exciting new things on the vision and roadmap. So I'm going to give you, again, we probably have like over 100 slides on all of the things to come. This is like my top 15 favorites. For anybody that's ever installing widgets, whether it's on the review side, the loyalty side, even on the SMS and email side, in the past, you have had to edit each widget to make sure it was on brand every time. Our new brand kit allows you to manage creative assets, fonts, colors in one place and once. And that way, every time you have to put on a new widget on site, it's done, it's on brand, and you never have to kind of, manage this piece by piece. Our integrations hub, speaking of integrations, is also a great way to quickly integrate with other partners that we have in the space. So going back to that Klaviyo example, in the past, let's say you were setting up Klaviyo integration or the brand needed to set it up, you would have to integrate with reviews and then go in and do the Klaviyo integration with loyalty and then do SMS. With our integrations hub, it's about 3 clicks. You integrate once here with Klaviyo. It is then properly integrated across all of the products within the Yotpo suite. So huge time savings here. Reply to redeem is in beta right now. If you have anybody using us for loyalty subscriptions, SMS, or a mix of the 3, happy to get them on the beta testing for this. But this will allow you to reply to either redeem loyalty points or manage your subscriptions all within that SMS window. Something important to note here, because of our SMS login token, if somebody clicks on these links, they don't have to then log into the program once they come to the site. This link will have a unique token attached to it, so you are completely logged in once you come here, making a really frictionless buying experience and personalized shopping experience for the end user. Jumping into SMS and email specifically, we are doing a lot of really cool stuff with AI. And I say that because I think everyone's trying to jump on the AI bandwagon, and a lot of brands aren't doing it well, I would say. We're doing a lot in terms of segmentation and taking a lot of guesswork out of data analysis for agencies and brands. So we'll be sharing more about that at our Retain Forward event, and I'll talk more about that before we jump off today. But one of the things that we are in research phase on right now is generating segments with AI. So really taking the guesswork out of creating segments, being able to say, hey, Yotpo, create a segment of users with an average order value of over $100. The engine will automatically create that segment for you that you can then use for future SMS or email campaigns. It'll also help you understand how large is that segment in terms of your entire subscriber list. We also have a few new flows within SMS and email that really help with inventory management, especially with Black Friday, Cyber Monday around the corner. You have any clients that are really trying to push inventory out to make room for new inventory. Our low inventory flow is huge. So once that inventory number hits below X threshold, we can automatically trigger these messages to go out to anybody that has added the item to their cart, abandoned checkout, hey, low stock alert, let's put a discount on this and really be able to push out this inventory. Within the same vein, price drop. Price goes down on a product. This message would automatically go out again to anybody that's viewed the product, added it to their cart, abandoned checkout. You could even do this to anybody, especially on consumable products. Maybe that's at least just like purchased it in the last 90 days. Maybe they want more of it now that it's cheaper. In terms of integrations, one that we're very excited about is our new integration with Buy with Prime. This is on the email and SMS side. So being able to recover more abandoned checkouts by retargeting people that have bought with Prime, I should say. This is especially great knowing that they've probably gotten free shipping. So now we can have conditional splits for some of these abandoned checkouts, reminding users that they're going to get free shipping because we know that they were looking at this with a Buy with Prime payment option. We can also use this post-purchase. Thanks for ordering. Here's 10% off and the Buy with Prime for free fast shipping versus somebody that might not have used this. We can also use this for segmentation. So if we know somebody did use Amazon Buy with Prime as their checkout source or different order values, all of this integration will allow us to have a really personalized experience via SMS for these customers. And then jumping into reviews. Probably the most exciting is our TikTok integration. So we are the first and only reviews provider to syndicate reviews to TikTok Shop. So if you do have any customers doing a lot in the TikTok space, we can have a separate call. There are integrations that we also have on the SMS and loyalty side, but we are the first and only reviews provider to syndicate reviews to TikTok. And also, not first and only here, but we do now have two-way syndication to the shop. I always do Shopify shop app. Say it 10 times fast. So we can also have those star ratings appear in the Shopify shop app. And finishing off with loyalty, when we think about our loyalty and email synergies, now having that loyalty block in email. So whether you are, I'm going to make this up, Cass, a loyalty member who has a bunch of points, you're only 10 points away from hitting that next loyalty tier. Your email will have that loyalty block reminding you that you're only X amount of points away. Versus Ash, who might not be in the loyalty program, she's going to have more of an awareness block here to remind her to join the loyalty program. And then alongside Shopify's new checkout extensibility, two awesome new features here. So whether it's combining loyalty rewards with store promotions, so being able to use discount code BFCM along with 10 loyalty points, so being able to stack those discounts at checkout, or our new variable checkout extension, you can see huge increase in participation rate here. So being able to redeem only X amount of points and being able to also stack this with any discount codes that are also applicable. So a lot of great ways to have that really frictionless shopping experience. Again, with BFCM around the corner, any customers that you might already have using loyalty, these are great features that they can have turned on to really make the most out of the holiday season. But wait, there is more. A few exciting things that I'll leave you with. First one is our Retain Forward event. Started to talk a little bit about AI. This is our product innovation event. We're going to be talking a lot about our new product, Tailor, which is that AI segmentation builder. I talked about it for about 10 seconds and probably didn't get you guys nearly as excited as it will be. So I definitely would say to register. We'll talk about all new features. There's live product demos. There's some interviews with real clients. You'll meet Taylor. We're also registering, or excuse me, if you register today, you'll be entered to win a $500 Airbnb gift card. So even if you can't make that date, just register. Doesn't hurt. The recording will go out afterwards as well. This is linked too. So when we send out this deck, you'll have the link. And then I wanted to at least end before I turn this over for Q&A with some partner promos. So on the left-hand side here, you'll see our evergreen partner discounts. These are the things that will always apply for your customers, whether it's 10% off reviews and loyalty deals. Those are standalone. So if they bundled, it'd be 20% off. They'll always have a waived SMS fee. You'll always get discounted SMS usage rates. And there's always going to be bundled pricing options. I sound like Progressive, Flow from Progressive. The more you bundle, the more you save. The more the more products that a customer might be potentially interested in, the steeper we can get with discounts. So always keep that in mind. The big promo we are running for end of year. If you have any customers that might be interested in switching SMS providers, maybe they're especially like already using us for reviews and loyalty. We know they're going to get way more out of an SMS program if they're doing it with us as well because of those synergies that we looked at today. We are willing to beat out any competitor SMS rates by up to 10% when they migrate. I guarantee you this date's going to get pushed out as well. So just let me know. Don't be hindered by November 17th. This is the time of year where we're always going to have kind of the steepest discounts, much like retail and BFCM. We are always willing to do staggered start dates. So if you have a customer that you know is interested in switching SMS, reviews, loyalty providers, but doesn't have the time or bandwidth to switch, we can always do like a sign now, start later approach where they can lock in pricing now and start in Q1 next year. Pay us next year, start next year, all of those fun things. Just lock in the pricing now. So definitely let Cass know, let me know if you have a customer that might be interested in getting on a Yotpo demo. We can talk about, some fun pricing perks, especially these specific offers too. And then they can obviously start next year. Cass, anything I missed that we talked about that you want me to?
No, it looks good. And just a reminder to everyone, Danielle's our main point of contact at Yotpo. So if you have any clients that are interested, simply shoot her and CC me on an email introduction. Or if you have any questions, just email both of us and we can try to answer you.
Awesome. Any questions from the team? Hey, Ash. Go on ahead.
So I'll ask one. So we occasionally have clients who have a bit of a unique e-commerce experience where they will either only sell one product or their products are maybe non-replenishable or very large or expensive. And so we don't see a lot of repeat purchasers, referrals maybe, but not repeat purchasers.
Yeah.
So in those cases, what products under Yotpo would you recommend that we kind of suggest to them?
Yeah, definitely reviews. We can definitely still do SMS in terms of, we see a lot of brands use us for SMS in terms of like educational content. If there's anything like how-tos, not knowing the brands you're working with, so this might not be applicable, but how-tos, care, tutorials, things like that. Also, we have a few brands that do, well, referrals would also work. We have a few like brands in the same space, whether it's like scooter companies, mattress companies. Obviously, people aren't buying like a mattress every other day. But they do referrals and partnerships where they'll do like, hey, refer a friend and get a $20 gift certificate to Amazon this month. And then the next month it changes and it's like a gift certificate somewhere else. So they have, it's a unique use case, but they do like different partnerships with other brands where they're giving out other things to get referrals from friends. So they're trying to bring in business and use that kind of referral network. But then what they're giving back to the original referrer is something to a different company because obviously, again, like nobody needs points towards a new mattress every month. But yeah, I would definitely say more on like the reviews, email, SMS side. And then the referrals is a huge piece. Yeah. Well, that's a good question. Any other questions from the team?
Can you touch on like top industries? I know beauty is a huge one.
Yeah, fashion, fast fashion, accessories, health and beauty, and then we do a lot. I'm actually seeing like a surgence in like pet companies, pet food, pet accessories. Maybe it's because I got a dog this year, so I just like see it more. And then also a lot in like the fitness, protein, healthcare, vitamin space. Oop. Mouse is freaking out. Cool.
And then, sorry, one more question.
Oh, yeah. Please.
Can you talk about subscriptions a little bit? Like I know like sometimes we have clients that are interested in like having like a monthly subscription product or offering. Does Yotpo help with that too?
Yeah. So I'll be completely honest with you. I would say right now, the best use case for our subscriptions product is your more standard subscribe and save model. We are rolling out like bundles and more like, that like a swap. You have multiple items in your subscription each month. You want to swap out a product. All of those things are coming. Right now, I would say the best use case is your standard subscribe and save model. I'll send you our latest, like the full subscriptions deck so you can see kind of where we're going with our product. But yeah, your standard subscribe and save, anything within the beauty space. Again, consumable products is where we're going to see the most success for subscriptions. And again, Shopify only as of today. Yeah. Cool.
Awesome. Any other questions from the team? Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Danielle. This presentation was amazing. I really appreciate the time and the effort that you put into this deck. And I'm really excited about the promotions. I definitely think if you have any clients that are shopping around, especially for SMS, definitely think about Yotpo and saving them money. Like, they will really appreciate you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for joining. I'll make sure, Cass, you get this deck, get some fun little gift cards out. And then if you can, I don't know if you get the chat transcript. I want to make sure anybody that shared their Halloween costume gets a little extra something from me. But I hope everybody has a great weekend and Halloween, and we will all chat soon.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you.